Everybody, John Huber here, Maryland K-12. I put a reel out the other day about the most recent MSDE board meeting, and I have some more complete thoughts on this. So, they here we go again. Okay, they're moving the goalpost once again. According to the Baltimore Sun, they are. This is a quote. Well, what they did was they released some data, and that's what they do. They slowly trickle this stuff out, so you sort of can't really tell what's going on. According to the state superintendent, they followed some cohorts. A cohort is like when, like if you test a third grade, then you follow them to fourth grade, test the same grade, fourth grade to fifth grade, the same grade. Those are called cohorts. Otherwise, if you just like test third grade every year, then every year it's a different set of kids. So so they follow cohorts to try and control for that, or to make to allow to consider that. Anyway, according to the state superintendent, math is or to some folks, this is an MSDE official. Math is a bit of a different story. With proficiency levels about half of what is seen in language arts. Of the four cohorts of third graders assessed in the report, 3 saw decreased in math. So they're seeing a few gains in language arts, and now they're seeing decreases in math. So they're going, what are we going to do here? So the answer is, according to this, the board is working to revise the standards. Revise the standards. We've heard that one before, right? And then they say, this is according to the Baltimore Sun, this isn't a quote, this is the Sun reporter saying, a new assessment will also be in the works after the contract with the current MCAP vendor expires in December of 2026. Here we go again. They're not getting the results they like, so they're going to change the test. They're going to keep moving the goalpost. We have a new state superintendent. We have a whole, remember, MCAT was the greatest thing. It was much more rigorous and much more challenging because it was teacher created. That was the thing. Before that was Park. Park was challenging because you just keep, one system after another. I remember, when I was, first became an administrator, it was No Child Left Behind. By 2014, 100% of our children are all going to be proficient. Well, what happened to that? They just keep changing. And what this means is when they change, what will happen is there'll be some year of transition where there'll be a baseline. And then the following year, they'll have their first set of actionable results, or some term they'll use like that. And then they'll say, well, we're assessing the standards. We're reevaluating the cut scores to decide. And that'll buy them 2 or 3 years. So, folks, it was No Child Left Behind. It was MSA. It was MSPAP. It was Park. It was MCAP. And now, and it even goes before that. When I was, early in my years, there were standardized tests like functional tests, we called them, citizen tests of skills. So it just keeps changing. And the reason this is changing now is because it's just not producing what they wanted to produce. So now they say, well, we need a new. So then they will change that. Doesn't say they're going to, but they just drop that little line in there, and now that'll start trickling. No one seems to be noticing it, but it's classic Maryland K-12 education. They just keep changing, and then there will be this never-ending cycle of change. And every time, as stakeholders, we will be told that this one is better. This is better. This is more challenging. It addresses the real need. I just don't. I mean, I'm not a testing expert. It's not really my area of specialty. But I got to tell you, folks, I've been around in education long enough to know that this is what they do, and this is what they will tell the stakeholders, that this is new. This is better. This is bright, brand new, and it'll be some other vendor, and they'll have some other flashy acronym, and they will tell us how this is just so much better than the previous one. Anyway, here we go again. It's at the beginning of the end. Keep track of it, because that's what's coming. Maybe I'm wrong, and I'll always be the first one to shout from the rooftops. When I'm wrong, I will say, oh my God, I was just terribly wrong with that. I don't think I am. I think come it'll probably start, about the end of this school year. Notice how long it took for the results to come out this year. right? Every year it gets a little bit longer. So they just keep buying themselves time, and that's what a whole new testing program will buy them 2 or 3 years, because they'll go, well, we got to have a baseline year, and then the next year it's like, well, we got to reestablish the standards and the cut scores. So this is what we do. Maryland K-12, never-ending cycle of change. We need to pick a good testing situation, pick a good program, and stick with it. And instead of keep adjusting it's like cops on the road. Well, if everybody keeps breaking the speed limit, let's just raise the speed limit. That way, everybody won't get pulled over. Anyway, craziness in K-12. Stay tuned. It should be good. Get your popcorn. Have a great day.